Coming up on Wave TV, Emma Bessie highlights this week's homecoming events.
And AC Canty shows off the annual Scarecrows on the Square. I'm Emma Bessie.
And I'm Seth Stacy. Today is Thursday, October 17th, and Wave TV starts now.
Hutchinson Square is hosting the annual Scarecrows in the Square event. We talked to Amber Chandler to tell us more.
Today we are setting up for Scarecrows on the Square. Different participants in the community they set up these awesome scarecrows, and the community can come out and you can actually vote for your favorite. A vote is 25 cents. You can vote at Guerin's Pharmacy, Cup of Manna, or Simple Treasures, all within walking distance of the square, and whoever gets the most votes wins.
The money raised from the Scarecrows is donated to Dorchester 2 and 4 schools. This is one of the many events the JSL has planned for the season.
This is our first event of the season. We have Scarecrows on the Square, Ghost Walk next week, and in December we have Christmas on the Square and PJs with Santa. And again, like all of the funds that we raise go directly towards Dorchester District 2 and 4 schools. So last year we were able to raise $11,000 to go towards y'all's schools. So that really is a big deal for me.
Make sure to visit the square and check out all the Scarecrows on display. And make sure to vote to help our schools. For Wave TV, I'm AC Canty.
I hate to say that this is my last homecoming week, but I'm taking it all in by the minute.
I certainly had fun in the recognition parade today. And over the long weekend, I'll be sure to stop by the square to embrace all the fall festivities.
Absolutely. Up next, Marley Bassett gives us a scoop on what's going on inside the baking and pastry class.
Following, Logan Watson follows the Netflix releases that are sure to give you a scare.
Hey Somerville! So today we talk about one of the newer programs here at our school, Baking and Pastry. Baking and Pastry was started last year, and we talked to Mr. Gronet, the instructor, to find out more about himself and the new program.
I went to Johnson Wales here in Charleston actually to start. I went with them for about 15 years, and then a year or two in Providence. Went to Charlotte. There's a new campus there, and I worked for them for 10 years. My specialty is actually sugar work, sugar pulling and blowing. Somerville High School started the new baking pastry program last year, and I thought, well, this is great for me to travel because I moved from Charlotte back to Charleston, actually Somerville area. Well, we go through a program that adds a little bit to the college programs. I wrote the syllabus that we can give credits for those students who pass at a certain level and they want to pursue baking and pastry. So we'll go through breads and rolls and cinnamon buns. I mean, sweet yeast raised doughs. We're making twists. We're making cookies, pies, cupcakes, anything you can think of, what we can do here, yes. Every week we have several orders coming in, and that's what we work on, incorporating that into our program. Baking pastry is not that big yet, but we'll grow, and as more people sign up for it, do it fast. I believe next year all classes are going to be filled up.
Thank you to Mr. Gronet for taking the time to talk to us. And be on the lookout for more sweet Somerville. Reporting for Wave TV, I'm Marley Bassett.
Hey Somerville, Halloween's creeping around the corner, and here's some of the spookiest horror movies and shows Netflix has to offer. First up, we have Before I Wake. Foster parents Mark and Jesse welcome 8-year-old Cody into their home. The boy tells Jesse that he's terrified to fall asleep, but she assumes it's just a natural fear. The couple became startled when their dead biological son appears in their living room. To their surprise, Cody's dreams can become real, but so can his nightmares. Mark and Jesse must now uncover the truth behind Cody's mysterious abilities before his imagination harms them all. Next up, As Above, So Below. Scarlett has devoted her whole life to finding one of history's greatest treasures, Femel's Philosopher's Stone. When she learns that the stone is hidden underground in the catacombs of Paris, she assembles a crew to guide and document her historic mission. As they begin their descent, the team members have no way of knowing that they are entering their own personal hell. Creeping up without a sound? Hush. A death rider has retired into the woods to live a solitary life and must fight for her own life in silence when a mass killer appears in her window. Finally, we go back to the hills with The Haunting of Hill House. This modern reimagining of Shirley Jackson's novel follows siblings who, as children, grew up in what would now go on to be the most famous haunted house in the country. Now as adults, they're forced back together in the face of tragedy and must finally confront the ghost of their past. That's all the spooky movies I have for you this week, Somerville. For Wait TV, I'm Logan Watson.
I'm definitely looking forward to see what goodies I can get my hands on.
Me too, and I'm excited to lounge around and watch all those Netflix premieres this weekend.
Back to the basics, here's this week's Way Back Wave TV, Homecoming Edition.
The 1993-94 Homecoming Parade and Bonfire took place October 21st. Somerville's homecoming game was played against Georgetown on October 22nd. Lynn Quick was the third runner-up. Lisa Gulick was third runner-up. Melanie Freeman was first runner-up.
Miss Homecoming 1993 is Miss Alexis Sabiki. Thank you very much for your attention.
It's nice to see that homecoming hasn't really changed. That's all the time we have for this week's episode of Wave TV. Be sure to sit back and relax on your 3-day weekend, Somerville.
And good luck, boys, on the homecoming game versus West Ashley. Don't forget to fill the stands, SHS. I'm Emma Bessie.
And I'm Seth Stacy. Have a great end to your homecoming week, students.